The FDNY says a man was there scavenging for building materials when he fell through the first floor. New York firefighters say he was down there for more than an hour and a half, but it took them only minutes to find him and keep him stable until they could get him out. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles live at the scene in the Wingate section with more for us. Darla?
Well, Diana, Bill, investigators are still here on the scene in the Wingate section of Brooklyn. That building that collapsed earlier today, that partial collapse, is still here, protected by the caution tape because this is an unsafe area. And the man who fell and was trapped underneath that debris, he is in the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
He looked okay to me. He don't seem like he's battered and bruised and stuff like that.
The man who became trapped under hundreds of pounds of debris wasn't even a part of the construction crew hired to demolish this Brooklyn building. According to the Department of Buildings, he just happened to have the misfortune of standing on the first floor when it collapsed into the basement.
He just passed by. He's not supposed to be here.
He came by to pick up the scrap metal, correct?
He came by to pick up the scrap metal.
Vince was a part of the five-man team working at the site on Brooklyn Avenue and Rutland Road in the Wingate section of Brooklyn Tuesday around noon when he heard the sound of the first floor crumbling. The FDNY response, massive.
It was over an hour that he was trapped, an hour and a half, but within 10 minutes with fire and EMS both on scene with our specialty units, we were able to gain access to the patient and allow him to continue removing the debris from him and also watching his vital signs.
The once three-story building caught fire in 2006 and has been unoccupied since then. In 2011, the property was purchased by the church next door. It had 9 open ECB violations, which include one for a partial wall collapse last November. And 2 weeks ago, the DOB ordered that the building be demolished because it was unsafe.
We were just taking the debris out, fill up the containers, and then they would do whatever they want after that. You know, but we were just loading the containers.
So this morning as you guys were removing the debris, everything was fine?
Everything was fine.
Now, as a result of this accident, the Department of Buildings has issued 3 more violations. One of them is because they say the church didn't even have a permit to do the debris removal today.